Alright folks, brace yourself. The game is out in the wild and opinions are flying around like crazy. Some good, some bad, and a sprinkle of pre-release drama for that extra flair. But hold up, today's the day IGN unleashes their review of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Will it be standing ovation or a facepalm moment? Let's find out. I would say I was surprised that they gave this game a 5, but I expected it. I mean, I wanted to have hope that they would give this game a 8 out of 10 or even a 7 GN common staple. But in this case, they decided to be petty because they didn't get any review codes and give it a 5 out of 10. Now you're probably saying, oh, that's an unfair assumption. They probably gave it the best review they could. You're telling me that you played this game, didn't experience any technical bugs, you're praising the graphics, you understand the combat and says that it's actually on par with Arkham, whereas it's very fun and it carries over that combo system, and yet you give it a 5 out of 10. And let me just explain why this 5 out of 10 doesn't make any sense, right? If you look at Anthem, which is a game that everyone likes to compare this game to other than Marvel's Avengers, which I'll come up to next, that game launched with so many bugs. It had unbearable loading screens and it was far more repetitive than Suicide Squad. And yet, in this situation, Suicide Squad gets a lower score, 1.5 less than Anthem. But okay, let's move on to something that's a little bit more closer to that space. Marvel's Avengers. This game, again, is higher than Suicide Squad. By not that much, by like 0.5. But this game, again, was proven to have far more technical bugs that they had to put in the review to show how bad it was. And yet for some reason, this game is rated higher. And I'm not going to even touch the part where they said that the combat wasn't even that interesting, that it was boring except in certain situations. So you praise the combat in Suicide Squad, you praise the story, you even praise the graphics. So again, how is this game less than any of these other games I just listed? Personally, I believe you're out to get this game. This is why you guys did not get a review code. That initial review was very biased, and then you don't get a review code, and then over the weekend before the game drops, you're constantly dropping articles that are very petty. Some of you might not be aware, but over the weekend, IGN drops an article stating that this game is already on sale, even though it's through a eBay seller. And might I add you, this is not the deluxe edition. They were selling the base edition and it's sold out. It's not even available now. And I was going to do this anyway, but once this video is done, I am going to be working to put together my own review and unbiased review of this game, because as much as this game deserves praise, I do understand that there are some criticisms that are warranted that should be applied toward this game.